Hi again guys, and welcome to a news piece which I had actually not planned, specifically not planned to do on the channel for a couple of reasons. The main one being that it's very circumstantial, and the other reason being that because of how circumstantial it is, the nature of our current community, because of how few cars there are in GT Sport compared to previous games, we do tend to take and run with every little bit of information leaked or even officially released that we get and really run with it. We really get our hopes up more often than not, and we tend to be disappointed when that kind of thing happens. However, on the flip side, news is news, and regardless of whether you want to run with it or not, you do still have a right to know about it, so I will still cover this. So what's the story? Because as you saw, of course, from the title, from the thumbnail, this is regarding RUF in Gran Turismo, not Porsche, but RUF. And of course, RUF came first and has been a part of the franchise for much, much longer for licensing reasons with EA and a variety of other things. And many of you already know that. So what's this new story here, now that we especially already have Porsche in GT Sport? Well, here's the thing. In a recent advertising piece that Sony did about the Bravia TV, including cars and Gran Turismo footage and, how great the TV is and all that kind of usual marketing stuff, there are some interesting moments in that video, which many of you have actually continually sent me messages about to feature here on the channel. So if you pause that video at about the 1 minute 4 mark, or anything between 1 minute 4 and 1 minute 6, you'll see one of the Polyphony workers working on a car. And if you look at enhanced images taken from the 4K playback of that video, you can just about make out the thumbnails of the pictures that he's referencing when mapping that car into the computer. And if you cross-reference those images with a Google search, albeit one which you kind of have to know of the car first to assume what it is indeed, or at very least certainly appears to be, a RUF CTR3. The doors, the shape of the bonnet, the shape of the car itself, the colour scheme, the interior, they all do match the very early generation CTR3, the silver one in particular, which a lot of marketing was done with. Now, one of the reasons why I would urge you not to get your hopes up about this is because, yes, RUF has been featured before, so there is clearly a precedent there, but we don't know when the footage was from. We don't know if they've archived this stuff and brought it out to use now, because we know that Polyphony often has stuff way ahead of time in footage form compared to when we actually get it in the game. In fact, recently in Beards and Cars, I talked about the fact that Senna's Lotus was in the trailer for Gran Turismo 6, and we didn't get it in the game for months later. So clearly Polyphony does have footage of things way before we actually get them. So don't take that as meaning that we are guaranteed to have RUF or indeed the CTR3 anytime soon, if at all. However, that visual evidence, as circumstantial as it may be, is still evidence to some degree. So it's basically just keeping you guys in the loop. This is not one of my videos that I would recommend really taking to heart and putting your hopes in. It's not like the Lamborghini Espada, where that one is coming at some point. It's not like the Time Attack Civic, that one is confirmed. This is by no means confirmed. Don't get your hopes up. It's purely keeping you guys in the loop for those who did not know. So overall, if you have already heard about it, give me your thoughts down below. Maybe even make some predictions, because of course we can have some fun with that. Do you think RUF will return? And you could argue there's not really a huge need for them to. That's not to say they're a bad brand. They've had a ton of cool cars, and the CTR3 has been featured in one game or another before. So give me your thoughts down below. Of course, stick around for more news like this, leaks, official trailer breakdowns, of course, when Kaz releases silhouettes for stuff on Twitter, all that kind of good stuff. And for now, as always, thanks for watching.